Welcome, welcome. Here we are. We're back. I'm back in the box after a bit of time off. We're back with round 4, Ogtane Simracing Australia, Saturday night showdown. Got a 1 hour race tonight here at Zolder. In the twilight conditions. We'll see how dark it does get. As you can see, the lads are just coming to the end of their practice session. A 15-minute quali, then a 1 hour race with a mandatory pit stop with a minimum of 1 litre. So tyres are optional. May see a couple of different strategies there. Very, very tight technical circuit. All the drivers will have to be on their A games tonight. There's not much room to move at all around here. As you can see from the times there on the left of the screen, she's very competitive up the front, as well as mid-pack and down the back. You can see drivers are separated by tenths of a second all up and down the field, even less in some cases. So yeah, should be a good race tonight. There should be plenty of action, tight twisty circuit as I said, and yeah, the championship still sort of up for grabs for a couple of drivers. Nobby out in front at the moment, and he's just sitting there in 7th at the moment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's good to be back. Like I said, I've had a couple of weeks off due to some medical stuff. Yeah, so round 4 incoming. sure I'm unmuted there. So a couple of minutes till we go to quali. We'll run through a few of the driver stats. Nobby tonight, he's 81st start in OSA competition. Good Vibes 76 starts. Kilroy 75 starts. The Wolf is on 76 starts. Mac at 70 starts. Urban tonight, got Urban back. He's on 61. GTB, he's there with us tonight. 57 starts. Messick in tonight. His Ferrari's on screen right now. Kun. He is, as you see, seeing his driver ID up in the front of the car there. Kun. He is 52 starts for Messick. Got Mickey T, or Sideways Poker, as they call him on track. 30 starts. Spawn on 28 starts. Sebi, one of our new guys, he's on 9 starts. Freddie Aussie. Freddie's back. He's been off. He's had a few hardware issues. He's on 10 starts. Verk, he's a new driver, doing very well. He's on 7 starts. We've got the boss. He's back with OSA. He's on 40 starts. Dunn, one of our new drivers, 3 starts. And Pagey, he's also on 3 starts. So, plenty of experience up the top of the field. And, well, plenty of experience throughout the whole field. So, yeah, this one should be good. 30 seconds out from qualifying. Got a few camera issues happening. Looks like Dunn's missing tonight. Have we got Brutal? Brutal's in. I thought Dunn was racing, but obviously he is not here, so that's okay. See all the cars lined up in the pit lane.
Green light. Go, go,
We're
go.
about to go qualifying. See who gets out on track first. Looks like it's going to be Good Vibes. Going to win the race off pit road. Oh no, Spawn's won the race off pit road. They've got 15 minutes. Put down their best laps. We'll try and follow them as best we can. I'm expecting a low 28. Some of the faster drivers, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, definitely expecting a low 28 for pole. There's plenty of drivers in this field that are capable of those times during a race. So we'll see how they go with the cars in quali trim, no fuel. Spawn there, just warming tyres, brakes. Good Vibes behind him. Then will be Kilroy and Urban Ghost behind him. Oh, there's a car out in front there. Looks like Nobby actually might have made it out in front. Messick's found himself a nice little piece of real estate, as is Nobby out front, no cars around him. Sebi has yet to leave the pits. There he goes, he's getting going now. Just trying to find a nice gap. It's probably pretty smart around here. She's tight, twisty circuit. See what kind of lap time Nobby puts down straight up. It's probably just getting things up to temperature. Finds the apex nicely there in the chicanes. Come down the main straight. What are we looking at here? 1 minute 30, low 30. So time should start dropping from there. Probably the favourite for the pole here, Mac. Or Kilroy. Kilroy just goes into the 29s. His first lap out. There's Freddie. He'll be next across the line. We'll see what he's got. He's got the black, orange and red OSA livery. And doesn't get a time in. See if Nobby can make an improvement, move himself up the board a bit. Yes, he does, into pole, 29.4. Craig improves slightly. As does Good Vibes. Mac Main straight into pole. Kilroy 28.9 with a bit of traffic in front of him. Hopefully Brutal will do the right thing and let the faster car through, but it is a quali session, so he doesn't have to move if he doesn't want to. Boss goes into second. See if Brutal opens the door here, which he's, well, if he's on a fast lap, can't really blame him for staying in the throttle. Messick up into second behind Kilroy, only a tenth off the pace. Looks like Kilroy's going to try and make himself a bit of room here. See how Spawn goes. Does he move up? He does. Moves up a couple of positions, only 7/10 off. Can Mac improve? Needs 3/10. Does not improve. Urban Ghost moves up inside the top 10. Now the Wolf makes a vast improvement there, up into 10th. Freddie can put down a bit of a time here. No valid lap time yet for Freddie. Making a bit of a comeback from some time off, and it looks like Kilroy there just trying to find himself a bit of real estate, which is probably a good idea. I believe I was calling the BMW here done, but it's actually Brutal. So if I got that wrong, my apologies. And Brutal's new here. He's doing very well for a newcomer at ACC. It's not an easy game, and he had an amazing race at a wet sand port. So yeah, it's very good. Messick will go pole by B's behind. We'll see what Kilroy's got to say about that. He's made himself a bit of space here. He was fast in practice. If he can dip into the low 28s. Mac pushes himself right up in contention as well. It's going to be a shootout with these lads. The boss only 2/10 off that. Go down and check out Burke, one of our new drivers in the Ferrari. Second, bit over a second off the pace here, but not a bad lap time, all in all. Messick holding down pole for the moment. Oh, good vibes. Getting a wild through the chicanes. He's pretty slippery through there. He gets on the gas and he does not improve his lap time, nor can Spawn. But Mac, there we go. Mac goes pole with a 28.9. What Brutal can do. He's doing well tonight. He's only 6/10 off pole at the moment. Well, see how Freddie goes. Hasn't made any inroads there. As you can see, she's very tight. 14 drivers separated by less than a second and a half. This is going to be one hell of a race. See if Mac can improve on that. Does he get the room? Oh no, there's contact. Well, the boys will be talking about that one in chat. There's only 4 minutes. So probably not enough time to... Yep, he's going to go out. He's going to get back on the track. Bit of an unfortunate one there. It's sort of... Yeah... Not happy with it. The track sort of narrows there as you're coming into the braking zone into the last chicane. Oh, the second last chicane, sorry. And yeah, it looked as though Good Vibes had given him the room, but 2 into 1 doesn't go. Unlucky for those boys. Pretty good quali from Vibes too, up well inside the top 10. The Cunn only needs a B's behind to make pole. Traffic here is causing the boys trouble by the looks of things. See what Sideways has got. He's kind of just cruising around. He's got a bit of room. And goes pole. There it is. That's the clear track. Has given him that extra couple of tenths he needed. A 28.8. See what Kilroy's got. He seems to have found himself a bit of real estate as well. It's going to come right down to the wire, this one. Still 3 minutes to go. Kilroy comes across the line. Not good enough for pole. Paggy he's a second off the pace and in 13th. It's amazingly close here. A fraction over a second, covering the top 14 drivers. Wolfie only 1.2 out of that, and then GTB down in 16th. He needs to find a couple of seconds here and there. Tough track. He mightn't have had his Red Bull this week, so we'll just run with that. No Red Bull. And that's all good. 2 minutes to go. Sideways on pole. Only barely. Mac fights back. 8 1,000ths from pole. 8 100ths, sorry. You see the contenders for pole here, very close to each other. We'll see if Mac's green this lap. Here comes Kilroy. Looks like Kilroy is about to cross the line. He looked very racy in practice. Was at the top of the timesheets, I believe. Found himself a couple of laps in clean air. What's he got this time? And he does it. He does pole by 0.020. These boys are throwing down tonight. She's a duel for pole position. Championship leaders, 6/10 off the pace. Nobby there in 10th position. So it's going to be one hell of a race here tonight. These boys are so competitive now. It's unreal. Here comes the boss. He needs 3/10 to give the pole a shake. He looked pretty quick in practice too. What's he got here? He can't improve. Freddie's worked his way inside the top 10. Half a second off the pace. So this is going to be some of these drivers' last laps. It looks like Kilroy, the pole sitter, is going to be next across the line. So we'll follow him home. This will be the last laps for everyone. You've got a fair few drivers in the pits. Burke's worked his way into the top 10. So such a competitive field. These fellas are putting it on. Here comes Kilroy. Can he improve on his pole time? He does not, so he may have squeaked across the line for an extra lap there. Can anyone knock him off? Sideways is done. Here comes Mac. Mac takes pole right at the death. I think Kilroy on a lap. Spawn 6th. Everyone in the pits. Paggy stopped on the track. So it looks like Kilroy's, he's gotten squirrely there. That's going to eat into his lap time. He's probably the last fella he's the last fella on track. So there it is. Pole to Mac, our champion from last season. Kilroy, sideways, 3rd position. We got Messick and in 3rd. The top 5 covered by 3/10. Top 10 covered by 6/10. And the field down to 15th covered by 1.3 seconds. That is unbelievable. So we might go on to Mickey T or Messick for the start of the race. So we'll try and cover a bit of the field. Drivers will be putting in their race setups, race fuel strategies, pit strategies. So yeah, it'll be a couple of minutes till we head to the grid and we'll get this one underway. drivers will be getting their warnings now. They'll be ready to go. We've got a full formation lap. And then we'll go racing. Mac leads the field away. It's going to be a tough race, tight, twisty track. The boys will have to be on their A games here. Field leaves for their observation lap. There'll be warming tyres and brakes. Field will get the word to form up 2 wide any second now as we come to the start. There we go, they all line up. Need to stay in their green boxes. Championship leader buried in the pack, in the mid pack, in about 10th. Nobby Nuts in the Mustang will be looking to work his way through the field to maintain his lead. We come to the line. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Green light, it's a go. Will we make it through T1? Notoriously tight. Field streams in. Front runners have gotten away, no problem. Go back down the field. Everyone seems to have made it through with no issues. Great driving by the boys. See how we go down into the chicane. It's the next danger point on this track. You can see the boys in the mid-pack there, hungry, looking for early positions. The boss is all over the shop here. We've got to remember not to believe the timing screen. And everyone playing it safe. Oh, there's a car out on there. That's Freddie, a car, 2 cars out on the dirt there. They'll probably lose some positions. Yes, you can see them there, 2 wide into the chicane. Will they be able to hold it? They do. Paggy makes the move around the outside of Nobby. Fast and furious at the moment. Mac comes over the line to lead the first lap. By all accounts, it was a nice clean opening lap. Drivers are stuck to each other here. There goes the move by Freddie round the outside of Burke. Oh, and he gets sideways. He's in the fence. Gonna have to watch the rejoin. He comes on nicely, doesn't cause any drama. Well done, mate. Great driving. He goes Sebi up the inside. Oh, looks like Nobby's got a bit of damage on the front of his car and runs wide. Probably should have given that up. Tucked back in. That's going to affect his run down into the chicane. That gives Brutal a chance to get by Nobby. The championship leader has dropped way down the field here. He'll be kicking himself about that. Something's gone on that we've missed. Probably in this chicane here, last lap round. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. All in there. Cars down in the final chicane, hard on the brakes, down the gearboxes. Oh, Nobby getting a bit squirrely there. I know he's been away this week for work, so may not have had. Someone's decided they've had enough. Looks like we've lost. Looks like we've lost 2 drivers. GT. This will be a battle. Lost a couple of drivers there. They are able to rejoin if they want to race for points. Looks like the boss going for a move there. He had a look. Looks like he's got past Spawn. Oh, Messick out on the dirt. Fast and furious up the front here. These lads are up it. Check out the leaders. We've lost GT. Oh no, Urban's still here. Oh, we continue on. Looks like Kilroy's just going to pace the last season's championship winner. He's going to pace away. Sideways got himself a little bit of breathing room out there. Messick in behind him, and here comes the boss. The boss can put some pressure on Messick for that position. And then you've got Good Vibes and Spawn. Very tricky through the chicane. You can see the attitude of the cars. They do not like it through there at all. Very easy to make a mistake. And Urban's still in. It looks like Kilroy is going to put Mack under some early pressure. Runs wide in the sand. That'll affect his run up into the chicane. See if that Mustang's still got the legs. No. No, you hit the chicane, it's like pushing the brake pedal. Sorry, you hit the sand, it's like pushing the brake pedal. So the leader's going at it. Mickey, Messick and the boss just settling in. Oh, looks like the boss has made a mistake somewhere, and that's allowed Spawn through. And Good Vibes is going to tag onto the back of them and make it a three-way battle for fifth position. See the leaders just heading into the chicane now. Burke behind them, Pagey behind him. They look to be making a bit of inroads on these guys. If they battle, they'll definitely catch up. And we got Brutal going to put a bit of pressure on Sebi here by the looks of things. Oh, gets a bit squirrely but hangs on to her. The Hunter and the Hunted up the front here with Kilroy just biding his time behind Mack and his McLaren. See if he's got anything for him. This is shaping up to be a battle royale for the lead. These blokes know what they're doing. They love racing door to door, inches apart. Like Messick's catching up sideways now. Tyres probably come in. Two Ferrari drivers. Behind them, Spawn and the boss. Looks like Pagey may have made the move on Burke. No. He has not. Hasn't got it done yet. Good Vibes in a little bit of free air. Not under any pressure. 10 minutes in, things start to say, oh, and there's the boss, gets wide. Does he lose the position to the boss, to Good Vibes? Good Vibes puts him under some pressure, thinks better of sending it down the inside. But he's going to get the run. We're going to go into the chicane down here. Can Good Vibes get it done? The boss pushes him over. And Good Vibes has to relent. Smart driving by Good Vibes. Keeps the boss under pressure. Looks like he's got a few issues here. He may well get this move done. See Pagey putting pressure on Burke. And Brutal behind Sebi. The boss could have some kind of problem with his car. He seems very tentative out of the chicanes. You can see Good Vibes is able to close up under braking, but there you go. You see the Ferrari gets the better drive. Oh, sorry, the McLaren gets the better drive out of the corner. Burke and Pagey, and here comes Sebi. Sebi seemed to have dropped off there just a little bit. We go up the front, and Kilroy's just putting the blowtorch. He runs in the sand again. If he can keep that rear tyre out of the sand, he might be able to force the move into the chicane, but at the moment he just can't get the drive out of there. Looks like Messick's gone past sideways. Spawn in the back. Starting to get a line of cars lining up now. We've got Good Vibes leading the charge. Burke and Pagey, Sebi, Brutal all catching him up. Boss very loose through those opening couple of corners there. Nobby's dropped way back, looks to have some severe damage, unsure why. It's the Wolf. And Urban must have had some dramas somewhere along the way because he's a fair way back. Yeah, you can see the damage on the front. So easy to get it wrong here. See this mid-pack, they're all there and thereabouts. They're probably just going to settle it down a little bit, I'd say. Although Brutal looking pretty racy there on Sebi. Oh, gets it right in on there. It's nice driving on the brakes. Sticks with him. Can he make the move down here in T1? He looks to have the run on him. Does he have a look up the inside? Thinks better of it, just stays in line. Smart driving, there's still a long way to go in this one. Looks like Mickey T, or Sideways Poker, catching up with Messick. Oh, look out, the leaders have, looks like they've come together. And Kilroy's redressed the position, so no harm, no foul. They continue on. Doesn't look like a great deal of damage. So those boys will go at it again. Very respectful. Very clean. Good races, these fellas here. Can't see any damage. Must have been the slightest of touches, but what that's done is allow Messick and Sideways to catch up to these lads, and they're dragging Spawn along with them too, so the battle's on for P3. Behind them, the boss seems to have got himself back on track. Good vibes getting away from the fellas here chasing him down. Burke, Pagey, Sebi, all got a bit of room there. Brutal, about a half a second off. Probably just pacing themselves now. The championship leader well down the field, unfortunately. Not a lot of time for Nobby's, nobody practicing, and a fair bit of damage on that Mustang, as you can see from the front there. Wolfie and Urban. Go back to the front. They're going at it, the boys. They're all chasing our major prize, sponsored by Solox Setups, Alessio over there in Europe. This season's prize is a full year's subscription to all the Solox Setups. Yes, kindly sponsored to us by Solox Setups. You can get them online, Solox Setups GG. We appreciate the sponsorship from Alessio and his crew. Great bunch of guys, and help us out immensely. But back to the battle of the front here. Kilroy all over Mac. Looks like Messick's got himself away, and Spawn and Mickey are going to go for it. can't really take my eyes off the battle at the front when it's this close. Looks like the boss has decided to take an early pit stop, even though it won't count. We've got a pit window tonight where your mandatory stop must be done within a 5-minute window at half race distance. So obviously had some suspension damage. We may not see him return, but you never know. He finishes the race, gains a few points, could keep him in the hunt for the championship. Got a big round coming up in a fortnight's time as Kilroy applies the blowtorch once more to Mac. A fortnight from now we'll be going to the Nordschleife for a 90-minute season finale. See if Kilroy gets the run this time. Doesn't find the sandpit with the rear wheel. Gets right up on him, but there's just not enough time. Tough track for passing on. Messick in the background there. Mickey T and Spawn seem to have just quietened their battles down a little bit. Probably trying to work together to catch these two up the front. We'll see. The boss may rejoin. May have a lot of damage. We got Nobby, the severely damaged car, where we're taking a guess here, but doesn't look good on the front end. Oh, he gets in tight there on Brutal. Doesn't make contact, backs it out. All the boys in the mid-pack here, probably just waiting for the pit stops, and then they're going to climb all over each other for the last 30 minutes of the race. We'll see how that shakes out. Messick in third, with a little bit of a gap on Mickey there. Spawn next, good vibes after that. Burke slowly but surely catching him. Beggy and Sabby, Pagey and Sebby along for the ride. Brutal a couple of seconds off them. Nobby in hot pursuit. The Wolf and Urban, unfortunately, a lap down. And the boss, he's back out on track. He's fixed his car. He's lap down at this present time. So is Urban, I believe. Not sure about that one. We'll have to see what happened there. We go back up the top. You can see the top five all just eyeing each other off here. Who's going to blink first? As you can see on the screen there, Kilroy was had a big look down the inside into the first chicane. He's just sizing up his options here. Mac makes a mistake. They come together. That's going to bring Messick into the game, and possibly Spawn and Mickey T. He takes the spot. He did. Yeah, that's There's no issue with that. Mac run deep in the braking zone. Got a bit squirrely on the ripple strip. They came together side by side. And looks like Kilroy's going to floor it and get the hell out of there. Spawn looks like he's going to put some pressure on Mickey before the pit stop. He'd love to gain this position before the pit stop. Only about 4 minutes till they call the pit stop. All the boys pushing so hard, running out into that sand pit. See the boss there in the background. He's probably a lap or two down, still battling on. Well done, mate. We love it. We love to see a guy finish his race, no matter where he's at. It's all points towards your championship run. You can see it's getting tasty up the front again. Top 5 practically throw a blanket over him. Kilroy making a bit of a run. See Sebi in the pits, probably just short of fuel. That'll put Wolf up into 11th. And the track being so short and small, probably end up going a lap down, possibly. Burke and Good Vibes. Burke within a half a second now. Over the sausages there, they you can't really hit them on the inside, really unsettles the car, and that's going to give Pagey a look. He has a look, going to bide his time. But coming down into the chicane, he's just going to sit behind. Kilroy just straightened out ahead. Messick looking to put pressure on Mac. Sideways. Spawn. Good Vibes. Pit window is going to trigger. Where's the leader? There he goes across the line. So that might work for a couple of these drivers down here. If they're paying attention, got 15 seconds. It might work for the Wolf, actually. He can be first in the pits, first out, and maybe make up a bit of that time he's lost. Nobby's in the pits. He's going to time it just right. He's in the pits. He waits.
The pit is now
There it
open.
is. Great work from Nobby. Really, really needs that damage fixed. Unfortunately, yeah, there's a fair bit of damage on the front there. The Wolf in too behind him. It's worked out well for them fellas. Sebi's still in the pits. We might not see a return for Sebi tonight. Yep, we've lost another one. Who have we lost now? Oh, he gets the litre of fuel. He's going to leave the damage. He just takes a litre of fuel by the looks of it. Looks like we've lost Pagey by the looks of things. That's unfortunate. Nobby the first to get his pit stop done. Messick follows him in. Max stays out. Spawn in behind him. Good Vibes is in. Verk's in. Brutal is in. Oh, runs into the wall. That's unfortunate. Got a bit hot in there. So that's left Kilroy. Kilroy's actually in the pit, sorry. That's left Mac and Sideways out on track. See where Kilroy comes out. They're leaving the pits now. Boss has gained some positions back, but still is a lap down and under blue flags. 2 laps down, sorry. There goes Mac. Tight pit lane. Gets it in, stays off the wall.
Keep pushing.
Sideways right behind him. Let's see if there's a difference in their strategies and where Kilroy ends up. Trying to follow what's going on here. Mac's still in the pits. Here comes Messick. Messick's vaulted Kilroy in the pit lane. And he's going to take the lead. Where's Mac? Mac's coming out. This is going to be close. They come out. Oh, sort of thought they were going to be side by side. Messick has gone past Sideways and gets himself into second position if my calculations are correct. The only person left in the pit lane is Sebi. It doesn't look like he'll continue. Urban's still cycling around. He's got 1 minute left for his pit stop. So yeah, the positions have changed. Looks like the big loser was Kilroy from the lead to 4th. Verk up to 5th. Nobby into 6th position. With Spawn all over him. This looks like the hot battle right now. Brutal and Good Vibes also going at it behind them. Nobby looking to be carrying a bit of damage too. Have a look in the background. There's Good Vibes on Brutal. That'll be a good little battle there for position. Urban in the pits now. So Max played the strategy. It's worked out for him. He's 1.4 ahead of Messick, who gained a position, gained 2 positions, possibly.
Pit window is closing now.
Pit window's closed. So there'll be no more pit stops allowed. I dare say Urban will be fixing his damage. Mack out in front. Here comes Messick on the charge. Sideways in clean air. Kilroy clean air. Verk. Nobby. There go. Oh, there goes Spawn round Nobby. It's a good move. He's got him under pressure on the exit of turn 2 or 3 there, but looks like the big old Aston's going to street away. And Brutal at the moment, holding off Good Vibes. Good Vibes will come for him, no doubt. Wolfie's got himself up into 10th position. Brutal looks to be carrying a fair bit of damage with the bonnet flapping away there, so straight line will be hurt. So we'll see if Good Vibes can tag onto the back of him and make a pass. Messick hunting down Mack up the front, who went within 1 second. Sideways by himself. Kilroy's going to be having a look at Sideways. There goes Sebi. Burke up into 5th. This looks to be the closest battle on track, other than Brutal and Good Vibes. Whoa! Hard on the brakes, Kilroy. Look at the cars getting unsettled there in the chicane. Max seems to be holding off Messick at this stage, but I'm sure Messick will have something for him towards the end. We'll see how that develops. Looks like Spawn may have made a mistake. He was right on the back of Verk there at one stage, I believe, and here comes Nobby looking to hunt down Verk. Spawn. Brutal and Good Vibes still going for it. Good Vibes just biding his time, trying to find a place where he can make a pass. There goes Kilroy, makes the pass up the inside. Mickey T doesn't really fight it that much, but then has a look back on the inside. This is going to be tight. Kilroy moves across, stops that move. "20 minutes to go. Boss needs to be careful here. He's a lap down. Goodvibe's still not able to make his way past Brutal. Brutal holding his ground. He's racing well. Looks like Mac is now checked out at the front. Burke still in fifth. Spawn not really tracking him down at all. Closest battle on track is Nobby's fought his way up into seventh. But Bentley taking a big leap over the sausages there in the chicane. Has he got anything for Brutal in the dying stages of this race? Only 18 minutes to go. Shows him the nose, lets him know he's there. The BMW's carrying a fair amount of damage in the front splitter. A few scuff marks on the rear. It looks like the Beamer just has the ultimate drive out of the last corner there. really spread out now. Clock winding down. Wolfie up into 5th in the championship. A top 10 will get him a swag of points. Really driving well this season. Mac maintaining his gap out the front. Messick and Messick, the big winner out of the pit stops with the pit window, and also Nobby. Still carrying a fair bit of damage, but obviously hasn't affected his strategy to take a litre of fuel. He was in the pits, up on the jacks and gone. See in the background here, you see Good Vibes catches Brutal. And the Beamer just seems to have some better drive off on some of these corners, which is allowing him just to stay ahead. Good Vibes getting the drive out now. See the Beamer just gaps him on acceleration there. He's managed to stick with him a bit closer this time by. Really working him over. He wants that spot. See the headlights on. Sun's starting to drop away. Tough conditions. Messick not able to put any, not able to put a gap into this cameraman here is going to get the sack. Not able to make any inroads into Mac's lead. Kilroy looks to have missed out in the pit stops. He's 13 seconds back when he was up the front in the battle there. Boss needs to be careful. He's running a lap down. You got Verk and Spawn. Spawn hasn't been able to make a move on Verk, but you never know, he may have something for him at the end. Keep an eye on that battle as well. Here's Good Vibes right up close. You see the second sector, he closes right up. But he's unable to take advantage of that coming onto the home straight by the looks of things from what we've seen the last couple of laps. Going to be a very interesting finish. Spawn definitely catching Verk here. These blokes are going to take it all the way to the end of the race. Oh! We've got some trouble. We've got some trouble. Dear oh dear. What is the boss doing? He's lapped down, he needs to back off and get out of it. Mickey's lost a spot. Verk up into 4th. And Spawn. That's sort of put the cat amongst the pigeons. I'm unsure what's happened there. something in the third turn. Good vibes still all over Brutal. These guys have had a great battle. Mac out in front, a clear gap. Just over 10 minutes left. Messick second, Kilroy third, comfortably. Verk now up into fourth and fifth for Urban. For Spawn. We come around the third corner, turn 3 there, and the McLaren and the Ferrari were sort of spilled on the road, I suppose you could say. So there must have been something happened there. We missed it. So he's got the number 1 plate on. That's because he's the current champion. Looks like he's increased his gap, so he's put the foot down. He's 10 minutes to go, and he's sending it home. Messick may have had some issues there. He's lost a second in lap time. Kilroy back in third. See if see what happens here with Spawn in pursuit of Burke for P4. Is this the move we're looking for? Is he close enough now? Can he get the run down the back straight into the chicane? Would be the place. If he can get a good run here, you never know. It's all over him. What kind of run does he get? Got to drive through from sideways, unfortunately. That's going to plummet him way down the field. Big Bentley searching left and right for a way past Brutal. Brutal driving well and holding him off. Great battle between these two guys. And unfortunately Mickey T with a sideways polka with a drive-through penalty. Imagine that it'd be track limits. That's unfortunate. And here we go. Looks like Spawn's going to try and put a move on as well. Coming down into the dying minutes of the race. Mickey serving his drive-through. That's going to drop him way down the field. And here comes Spawn on the charge, looking for P4. Doesn't have the pace down here to get it done. Pulls back into line. Really putting the blowtorch to him down here. He swings wide, gets it on the grass. Does he have enough? Oh, what a drive. Gets it done. Great move. Great move. Now he's going to be vulnerable. He goes across and defends. Great defending there from Spawn. He got the move done. Now we'll see if he can drive away from Verk. High intensity stuff for these fellas. Burke has a look back down the inside. Oh, he goes to the outside, but thinks better of it. Smart racing by Burke, thinks better of it, just gets back in line. See Spawn now just starting to gap Burke a little bit. Probably just a little quicker in natural pace. Good Vibes still working on Brutal. Messick has gained 2 seconds from the last time we went up to the front. They're going to come across lap traffic, which may play into Messick's hands. He may be able to make up that gap. It depends where he meets, where Mac meets this lap traffic. Wolfie ripping the gears of the big Bentley. Maybe 5 minutes to go across the line this time, so it'll be about 3 laps. Wolfie doing the right thing. He's a legend, that fella. Gets out of the way of the lead battle. Nothing to gain for him being up there. Kilroy just coming into the last chicane now. Spawn has run away from Verk. Nobby up into 6th. Oh, he's run wide. Oh, he gets it back on track. That's going to bring these guys into contention. It's going to be on now. Does he come under pressure? Has he been able to save it? They're both highly damaged by the looks of the front of their cars. Is that going to slow things up enough for Good Vibes to actually put this move on? He's been working on him for at least half an hour now. Time's ticking away. Oh! Good Vibes has copped the commentator's curse. Got a little bit sideways there. Bit of a snap oversteer, and that's going to put paid to putting any pressure on Brutal now. Messick making inroads on Mac's lead. This is going to go down to the wire, this one. Mac might be trying to fuel save, I'm not sure. Because Messick is catching him at a rate of knots for the win. This is for the win. They're going to have about 2 laps after this, I would say. They come into the last chicane. And it's down to a second. Looks like Brutal catching Nobby as well. We'll stay with this battle at the front though. Can Mack hold Messick off for a lap? He's drawn right up behind him now. He's within striking distance. He was 4 seconds ago. Runs a bit wide. Does he manage to keep it off the wall? He does. He's really pushing hard. And this will be the last lap this time by. That mistakes cost Messick probably any chance, I would say, unless Mack makes a mistake here. Battling it out for victory, these boys. Messick with a amazing pit stop strategy. Jumped himself up the leaderboard and was really putting the blowtorch to Mack there at one stage, but a little mistake. Coming up over the rise down into the last hairpin out the back of the course has cost him his chance, I would say. We'll see how he goes down here. Oh, it gets a bit squirrely into the chicane, yep. Looks like Mack's going to come away with this one if he can keep his nose clean. He's only got a few corners left to run. Negotiates the chicane for the last time. There it is. Mack takes the win at Zolder, followed by Messick. Kilroy in for a podium. Spawn in fourth. Burke in for the top five. Well done, Burke. Nobby battled his way back to sixth. Had an up and down race. Brutal in seventh. Well done. Held off Good Vibes, who blowtorched him for quite a big portion of that stint of the race. Something happened there with Mickey T sideways. He was way up there looking at a podium until something unfortunate happened. Hits the Wolf, back in the pits. Urban brings it across the line. We'll get the drivers in for a chat. So we've got Kilroy, Mack and Messick. Let's wait for the drivers to join the chat.
There he is.
There he is, our winners join. We've got Mac. Got you there, mate. It was a tough race. Tell us about how you went.
Definitely earned it. At the start,
Hey,
Curie
OG.
was all over me. So I had to push pretty hard with his pace to try to keep him behind me, and that sort of took up some tyre life where I was hoping to preserve at the start. And then
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
Messi,
How you going?
Curie, must have not a ton of tyres or whatever. So I was a bit surprised when we came out in front by what we did, and then sort of just cruising at the end. Messi started to come at me towards the end. So,
Yeah, reeled you in there about 4 seconds there at one stage.
Yeah, it was an easy race, that's for sure.
Oh, well done, mate. Congratulations on your win.
Cheers, mate.
Messick, tell us about your race, mate. You looks like your pit strategy paid off for you, and you vaulted yourself up into second there.
Yeah, I was lucky. I think I don't know what Kilroy was doing and sideways, but yeah, it got me straight out behind Mac, which worked out really well, and the tyres sort of hung in for most of the race.
That was good, mate. Well done, and congratulations on the podium. And Kilroy, how'd you go, mate? You were way up there at one stage, and then fell away in the pit stop somehow.
Yeah, screw. Oh yeah, comedy of errors there. But anyway. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was amazing race.
Overshot it, and then I didn't have the right pit strategy, and yeah.
Okay.
Well done to Mac and Messick. It was good racing with Mac early in the race there.
Yeah, no, that was awesome to watch. It was awesome to watch. There was some good close battles.
Sorry for talking over Mac there. I couldn't hear him talking when I joined. So,
no, you're right, mate. All good.
Yeah.
All good.
Well done for everyone else as well.
Yeah.
There was probably some good racing all throughout the field.
Yeah, there was some great racing. So yeah, congratulations, boys, on the podium, and I'll see you over in the other chat in a minute.
Cheers, mate.
Right, OG. Cheers, mate.
No worries. Well, we'll end the stream there. We got 2 weeks off, and then we go to the Green Hell Northlife for the season finale. Season 11 will be a 90-minute race, 1 pit stop around there. So that'll definitely test the boys.
Green light.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in if you watched, and catch you all next time.